Oh, I see. So he's going to talk to the Emperor, go run away through a level, and then come back to the Emperor.
Well, the Emperor jumps into the Lucasfilm trapdoor and then goes up the
Oh,
tower to
that's
his
it.
throne room. Come
Yep.
on. The Emperor also has miniguns.
I was gonna say those do not fit in here. Like literally Gatling guns that are like steaming from the
Yeah,
like excess.
projectiles.
That does not, dude. That's like, what is an Indiana Jones weapon doing here? They rented them from Last Crusade game or something. If I ever play like one of the indie games and I see that asset, I'm gonna know where they grabbed it from. So this is the level you were saying goes on a ways.
It's just kind of repetitive.
Yeah. Isn't there a blind jump in this level? If I recall
I
hearing
don't
about.
think so, but I don't remember. R2.
Those droids,
I
whatever the
don't know
hell they
why they
are.
should have used, interrogator droids.
Yeah. Aren't they supposed to be the front line along with Viper probe droids?
There's a
Got their little
factory.
needles.
There's a factory just churning them out.
I guess technically they're all IG-88 now.
What if? Okay, I'm gonna wait for this to wear off because I
Yeah.
am not
Yeah.
dicking with this. Um, what if instead of in Rise of Skywalker, instead of Star Destroyers with super lasers,
Yeah.
it's just he reveals on Exegol he's just got like thousands of factories turning out billions of probe
Probe
droids
droids.
and interrogator droids.
That'd be great. We need that in the Rise of Skywalker special edition.
And then he can explain that
2039.
super weapons. He realized his mistake with super weapons, and now he's just gonna flood the galaxy with probe droids. Would have been a better movie.
I was just watching it again this morning, where I left off from last time. It was about from the 30-minute point or so. And again, I enjoyed it. I just didn't care, and I just watched it, and I was like, yeah, it's fun. It's just another.
This exists.
This exists. It's just another further adventure of that universe and those characters, and
Yeah, it's just Glove of Darth Vader in movie form.
ouch. I was thinking more like Darksaber, but
Oh,
way.
yeah, maybe being very generous.
Either way, not
generous.
a glowing example.
This level isn't a glowing example. It's just Gatling guns, stormtroopers jumping out of doors.
Yeah.
The same three
Yeah, literally
textures.
jumping out of doors. Why would they jump out of a door? But their animation, they're literally jumping.
Well, it's that. I think it's that same animation from Super Star Wars on Tatooine.
It is.
Mos
and they
Eisley.
didn't want to bother reanimating. I was gonna say those little treaded droids, the ones that give you trouble sometimes. They remind me of some of the enemies in Godzilla on NES.
Yeah.
Little treaded tanks with the lasers.
Yeah. Oh, you piece of shit.
Oh, jeez.
Stop hitting yourself.
I know you are, but what am I?
If only Kyle Katarn knew this trick. And
Yeah,
had a lightsaber in
right.
Dark Forces. Ooh.
A blue one.
Yeah. It's a leftover from the Republic.
I was gonna say.
He's got the old outfit.
Yeah.
Darth Vader. He's kind of a puss in this game. Yikes. I love how he just explodes and flies off the screen.
I guess he's been training them in the dark side, and they're filled with that kinetic energy.
Yeah. That's.
You know, that was something I liked. That Zahn.
It'd be funny if he jumped out. If Vader jumped out like one of the stormtroopers.
Like a stormtrooper. Seems like he's animated just like Super Empire.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Look. Good. Good.
E.T. as a Sith.
Ouch.
I like that they intensified his eyes. So he's actually like closer to how the Sith eyes are in the prequels.
Right.
Interesting how that works.
The Emperor's Chamber.
This is not easy.
They fly now.
They
fly now.
Emperors fly now. You know, it's interesting when he's standing there, like right there.
Yeah.
That's like straight out of that Ralph McQuarrie art where he's shocking Luke.
Yes. You're right.
And I know that because, well, I mean, obviously I've seen the piece before, but remember I had that Palpatine fan site that I made.
Oh, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, I have.
That's right.
I have the contents saved somewhere.
Like late 90s.
Oh. Yeah, it was hosted on AOL's, hosting thing.
Yeah.
You get like 5 megs. I just had like, I just made a stupid website and put a bunch of pictures on it.
Did you have some of those waves that you grabbed from Return of the Jedi?
Oh, jeez, yeah, I forgot about that. Whoa, this is great. I'm not getting hit, and I'm hitting him. Oh, now I'm getting hit.
Worked for a minute.
Oh, yeah? How about this?
If it wasn't for you getting hit, it would...
Wow, it
busted him up. But, yeah, there you go. Oh, I forgot you had heal. And there's occasional force powers.
If I can stay up here now, if I can get him over here, I have a good shot.
Yeah.
I don't know either, Luke.
Yeah, he's like, what the fuck?
It sucks because he destroys the thing. Oh, here we go.
Yes.
Yeah, I have a copy of it somewhere. 5 megs. I had pictures, and then I think I had some of the wave files. I was so obsessive about Palpatine that I recorded all of his lines in Return of the Jedi to on my computer. Like, I hooked up my VCR to the computer and recorded
Yeah, those waves
them.
were cool.
It was great back then because you couldn't, wasn't like now. Now you go on YouTube and you look up any scene in any movie on YouTube and you can usually find it.
Right. Yeah, it sounded very crisp because we were all about trading waves for the chat room.
Mm-hmm.
I still have pretty much all those too from the chat
Jawa
room.
whip.
All the waves. Jawa whip. That really crisp one that someone made of the Force is with you, young Skywalker. That was like the best sounding one that we obtained.
Well, I think there was no music. Like, it was just the audio, the vocal, or the speaking track on something, probably from the Laserdisc or something. I don't know. What was there, like a 5.1 release at that time? Because there was only VHS back then.
I think 5.1 didn't start, I want to say, until like 2000, 2001.
Yeah, I wonder where they got that sound file from. Because I
might
feel like
have
there
even
was
been from a game or something.
Yeah.
Or, oh, you know what? I bet I know where. They used to sell these CD-ROMs that were Star Wars, like, screensaver kind of things.
Oh, yeah,
yeah. It wasn't Star Wars Screen Entertainment. That was the official LucasArts one. But there was these 2 or 3, and I think it was just Star Wars screensavers they were called. And I think they were technically official. But yeah, they were just meant for... They had, like, waves and clips and sounds, and... I used to see him advertised in the back of Insider back in like 95 or so. I bet that's where the guy grabbed it.
Yeah, because now you could just grab the whatever the hell you call it, the speaking track off of a 5.1 release.
Yeah, the multi-channel thing.
Yeah.
You know what? A tip on this level I was reading earlier, someone mentioned. Yeah, I was gonna say there's the turbo button that'll speed you up. And I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing all the time, but
it's probably good because I don't think this is a like kill this many TIE fighters type level.
Yeah. So I guess because I think you're still racing against the flames at some point.
No, I think we got to destroy it, right? Or are we racing? Are we racing against the flames?
No, I think you're right. I think you go in, you destroy it, and then I think you do race them on the way out. I think I'm just going from
who knows?
memory.
We'll find out the hard way.
Yeah, but just don't forget that turbo button. You might need it.
Oh, I'm hitting it.
Okay. I could tell because it kind of speeds up for a bit.
Spin. I don't think spinning's a good trick on this level.
Yeah. Your health isn't too bad.
No, health is good, and they do drop shields.
Yeah.
It's just there's no crosshair, so it's hard to.
Yeah, it gets kind of like wavy, where it it overcompensates. It looks like thermal
detonator.
Yeah, I know that doesn't make sense.
Oh no! Oh, he said it. Did you hear him?
No, I didn't.
I think he said it. I think they got the voice line. That was too close.
I missed it.
It's a funny line because it's so echoey, in the movie.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of the Falcon and its antenna, that was my number one thing that I can't believe never got fixed in the special edition or the DVD was adding the antenna in Docking Bay 94, where they didn't have it on the ship because probably because it was just like they only really built half the Falcon. That's why that
Right.
angle is used so much. But
Yeah.
like, so when we see the full size of it in the docking bay from the overhead viewpoint, it's like half matte painting, half, you know, physical set.
Right.
And so it always blew my mind that Lucas just didn't think to add it in the docking bay
I
shot.
don't know.
And
There's a lot of little things that didn't get added, didn't get fixed, still haven't been added, still
I
haven't
mean,
been fixed.
he did at least fix Vader's white lightsaber when the door shuts on him in the DVD, which wasn't fixed in the special edition because me and Daniel used to laugh that was still a fuck up. But yeah, I guess it just slips by. But Addy won with his special version where he did all the stuff. He put the antenna on the Falcon in that scene, and I'm like, oh, thank you. That's an example where his version of things, not with everything, but he did do a lot of little tiny details like that really make a difference. So
I do like continuity repairs.
Yeah.
For fan edits, but
we've got to hit the accelerators.
I don't like interpretive stuff or like somebody making a judgment on something.
Yeah.
A lot of times. So, I mean, if I agree with the judgment, then that's one thing. But if I disagree, well, then it's trash, of course.
Exactly. So okay, now I think that turbo is going to come into play.
Yeah. Oh. It's funny because you sort of just fly. You don't even like shoot anything. Like you don't destroy the Death Star.
Right. I think this was the level a lot of kids had trouble on.
Yeah, you think?
Back in the day.
I think a lot of 40-year-olds are having trouble right now. Because I'm hitting the boost, but
yeah,
still seeing
those flames.
Yeah.
I guess as long as you keep turning with the tunnel, I guess that's the challenge, obviously. And then there's like some walls here and there.
Not good. Not good. Yeah, because it slows you down to hit the side.
Starting to go cross-eyed looking at these pixelated walls looking in.
Yeah. It kind of sucks because I mean I know they have to follow the movie, but like really this should have been like before Emperor Palpatine. I feel like
I don't even think they should have put these segments in a certain way. I think it was a little too much for the Super Nintendo. But I mean it doesn't look bad. It's just like
it's pretty good for back then. This is all we had, you know.
It's all kids had. We had TIE Fighter.
Well, yeah, but we didn't do this in TIE Fighter.
No.
You know what I mean? Like,
no,
if you wanted to take out the Death Star.
I guess the next depiction of this was X-Wing Alliance.
Yes. That's why X-Wing Alliance was so cool, because it gave you the Battle of Endor.
Right. Yeah, I did like that those missions lead into Endor by the end. And that's a game I still haven't seen the ending to. I mean, I've seen clips and I've seen, bits and...
So you're getting hot in the ears, it's just me.
Yeah. How long is it? Okay.
There we go.
Yeah. First try.
Oh, I went into hyperspace.
It did.
Hyperspace skipping or whatever it is.
Yeah. Those are some good firework graphics.
Yeah, it reminds me of the ending of Rogue Squadron 3D.
Right. I guess.
You think there's like? Do you think there was like Ewoks that were in other villages that didn't know, and they're just like, "What the fuck is going on?"
I know, right?
Like there's other
I
like
mean,
tribes that are like far away, but they're just like, what the hell's happening?
you know what? I figure that the Empire was probably there for at least a year. Because like they moved the Death Star. They started building Death Star 2 somewhere else and it got moved to Endor.
Yeah.
But then the Empire was there for probably close to a year. They would have the Ewoks would have looked up in the sky. Okay, the Empire's here, blah blah blah. But no, you're right though. That would be strange for tribes on like the other continent or something.
Whoa, it's so weird. It's so weird. Pre-special edition,
Special edition.
Anakin change.
Good old Sebastian Shaw as Anakin Skywalker. Rest in peace. Who passed away, I think, years ago. I think it was back in the 90s.
Yeah.
He died. Wow. Super Star Wars trilogy. We somehow made it through.
So gonna be credits. Oh boy. We're gonna listen to the Emperor laugh the whole time.
I know, right?
It should just cycle through Palpatine, Jabba, and Salacious.
Oh, I know. Yeah, what's with the laughing in this game? It's constant from those three characters.
I like it as a kind of a motif for this. Oh, there they are, Fong and Knowles.
Yep.
Don't have much to say about it, huh?
Yes, it's just reflecting on this trilogy.
The series is not as I don't want to say it's not as good as I remember. It's just different, I guess.
It's so of its time. It's so early 90s. Like,
Yeah.
you know, and I never played the second two as much as Super Star Wars. That was still the one I would go to, and that's just the one I was good at. And I have the most nostalgia for the first game. The other two games, there's some nostalgia for it, but I didn't enjoy them as much, and I didn't resonate with those games as much as the first one. So it's a kind of a lopsided view of that trilogy for me, but they have their place. They do bring back good memories. It's just not the kind of thing I would want to revisit, like say TIE Fighter or X-Wing or stuff like that.
Well, I had this thought back in the 90s when I played these games, and it's kind of parallel to the movies themselves, where A New Hope is like really rough around the edges, and it's good, but like Empire did it better, you know. And I'm talking about the game, but the movies are kind of the same way.
Yeah.
Where Empire had like you had better lightsaber control.
Oh yeah.
More force powers to play with. And then Return of the Jedi was good, but you had like they trimmed out some of the force powers. Made some parts I feel like more difficult.
Yeah.
And all the Mode 7 stuff was not as good. I feel like.
Yeah.
So as far as the games are concerned, just like the original trilogy, it seems like Super Empire is the best of the three to me.
Yeah.
Technically,
Right.
but I understand there's like one that's going to stand out to you based on how often you played. Super Star Wars, I really like it. It's the only problem I have with it is the lightsaber.
Yeah.
I just like the lightsaber better in the last two games.
Yeah. And like I said when we played that one, I just have a very specific nostalgic memory of playing it on Christmas morning at my friend Charles's house with his brother, and it was pouring rain outside and just loving that game, just diving right in, and good memories. And I have good memories of Super Empire and this and playing them with friends, but like I was saying earlier, it's when you and I were transitioning to PC, and I think I think our nostalgia was kind of transitioning too, where we were just getting more into PC games than console at this time.
Yeah. Yep. So there you go. The Super Star Wars trilogy.
Good times.
Yoda story is up next.
Oh.